Hi guys, I'm doing a long-term test on a Garmin Edge 1000. These have been the flagship of Garmin's range for a while. I believe we've just bought an updated version out. But a couple of people's asked me if they're any good for mountain biking, as I've never ever been on a road bike. In my 15 years of mountain biking, that's not something I've ever turned my hands to. So figured I'd review this. I love the thing, I'll be honest. If I lost this today, I'd probably order another one same afternoon. That impressed with it. As you can see, it's pretty battered. It sits up front of my handlebars, so when I've gone over bars or when I've come off, which has happened numerous times over the last 3 years, so has this. It even went through the wash last week on a 1800 spin, 40 degree. So, I don't know, it's still here. It just come out cleaner. So, fair bit of kit, fully waterproof, just one little rubberised port that covers up charging grommet. Recording Alright, I'm going to stop that because I don't want to record that. Discard. Yes. Now, if I'd have saved that, actually, that I'd have then linked to my phone, uploaded immediately to Strava. I've set it to do that. I don't use Garmin Connect really. I don't use any other platforms other than Strava. So for me, this is pretty much a perfect tool. I'll start on the segment basis. If I star something on Strava, let's find something, I don't know, DH3, where's that, Grenaside. I've got that as a starred segment, so what that means is, as I approach DH3, so I'll have a look at it on map, this is Greno Woods. As I'm approaching it, it tells me when the segment's about to start, so that can give me a bit of time to either gear up or get ready for what I want to do. It tells me how far in front or how far behind I am of myself, or somebody on my friend list, somebody I follow, or the KOM, depending on if I'm already way in front of myself, it'll then move to my friend list, or if I'm already at the top of my friend list, then it'll move to the KOM. Really quite a motivating tool. You know what, most of these I've got aren't necessarily technical stuff. They tend to be more, these alpine, that kind of stuff, but shit bastard climb, perfect. Because I know leaderboard, let's have a look. Juno Jane Foster, somebody I know, 9:45. Personal record for me, 10:10 I think. KOM's 4 minutes. I don't know who's done that in 4 minutes. It's either a roadie or an e-bike in it. But and then because I've got that set to be giving me live feedback, it tells me where I'm at with stuff, so that's a really motivating thing. I use this most, to be honest, because on technical stuff you don't really want to be looking at your handlebars. It's on Transpennine Trail. If I'm just clocking up some miles and I'm feeling a bit energetic, I will try and beat my best time or whoever's best time. So that does work, and it's good for training. Where this comes into its own, though, this segment thing aside, is you can download routes from other people's Stravas on by taking their GPX. You need a premium account to do it, but if you're going to have one of these, why wouldn't you pay 40 quid a year or 4 quid a month, whatever it is, to do that? Let's find one. I've got an example. Here we are. Epic Trail Davos, Switzerland. I wanted to ride this, or in Alps, in June. Didn't want to really pay for a guide, not overly signposted really, so what I did is I downloaded this trail from someone else. Let's have a look on a map. Okay, so it's going to take me from that point to that point, end up in this World Heritage train station and get a train back to where you started off in Davos. But it tells me exactly where to go. I've never had a problem getting lost with this thing. It's taken me and small groups of friends on numerous trips for which we've had success. It tells you when you're going wrong. It doesn't matter if you're on a road or a fire road or even a trail. If you download someone's GPX, it will follow them to the pin. Like, it's superb, really. Door drop, let's have a look. If I was going to start this ride, hopefully I'd be somewhere in, around that area for door drop, but if I just press go, right now it's calculating how I get to door drop, because I'm not actually in that area. And it'll bring me a purple thing up, so it's continue to Harlington Road. The purple bit that's on there shows me where I'm going. So just press the movement, and that tells me the way that I'm going to go. I can zoom in if I want. and here we are. That making sense? So when you're on a trail and you're riding, you also follow the purple, but it actually comes up with you as an arrow. So the arrow that's there on the screen, technically, is in the middle of the screen when you're riding, and it tells you follow the purple. If you're going off it, it tells you when to turn left, turn right, go through gates. Really clever device, I'll be honest. And for me, because I don't have to have guides, I've been away, it's been everywhere. It's been Whistler, it's been, oh, here we are. Text message coming through, I'll come on to that in a minute. But I've been numerous places with this, and I've downloaded GPX, and I've just been able to disappear, follow this. I'm pretty much confident in the fact that this is going to put me in the right place where I want to be riding. So I've been over the moon with that. I can look at history of rides, things have gone on. I don't know where I've been recently. Nowhere special, I don't think. Today, 1 feet. Yeah, that's a great ride. Yesterday, let's have a look. Summary. Yeah, I did that many miles. Average speed of that. Maximum speed of that. Ascent, descent. Map. Went around Stanwich. So Ringlow, Eversage. Zoom in a bit if I want. And it basically tells you exactly how it is. And when you're actually riding, it's generally zoomed right in to the point where you can't really fail. So for that, perfect. Another thing, when somebody texts you, when somebody calls you, WhatsApp, however it is, it's going to pop up on your phone. Now that's always up front of my handlebars. My phone can be tucked away safe in my rucksack. Saves me having to unnecessarily get my phone actually beeping if it's something from, I don't know, somebody that's not pressing. It's not something that's important. Maybe some spam thing from EE. I don't necessarily need to go into my rucksack to get that out, but if it pops up and it is something I need to see, you can have all kinds of stuff on how you want to set it up. You can use sensors. Personally, I've always found them to be a bit of a letdown. I've only ever used the heart rate monitor once, and I found that my heart rate was higher riding technical sections downhill when I was not out of breath than it was gasping for air riding uphill. So I think in our sport, they don't really serve any kind of purpose for me. The cadence thing too as well. I mean, you work hard when you need to, and you know if you've been riding good or not. You're not on flat terrain. It's difficult to quantify metrics of that as it would be on a road bike. But I've never been on a road bike, so I don't know how that fares up for them. It's probably a lot better than it is for us. But as a tool, I'm really, really, really impressed with this. Another thing, battery life lasts forever. Like, you know, it's not, you do have to charge the thing, but I get 3 or 4 rides out of it normally. Whereas if you're using your phone, I've been on rides where my phone's not even made it round on Strava. So this is just one of the things. Ironically, it pops up saying there's 10% left, but that'll last a long time. Can't think of anything else that I'd need to cover here. You know what, we'll start a ride. I'll just press play, see where we're at. Right, that's the map of where we're at right now. Distance, total ascent. You can change all this completely. Temperature's obviously temperature in my house right now. I'm not moving, so there's no speed, time of day. And I've set up different screens for different stuff. Speed, distance, calories, cadence and something else, I don't know. Total ascent. This is also motivating and demotivating, you know, when you've been slogging it out for a while and you look on here and you see that you're only like a quarter way up the hill that you need to go on. The in front and behind thing's quite good. If you were doing, I don't know, small loops, Parkwood or Sherwood Pines type thing, see how far in front or behind you are on your first lap, second lap, third lap, see where you're at. Makes for interesting training. So let's get rid of that. Actually, let's stop it. Actually, I'll tell you what I will do then. I'm going to end this ride. I'm going to save this. So it says saving ride. I've done that. As it's linked to my phone, that will automatically update itself. Right, it's just said on my phone now, it says all done. Your ride is ready to view. So that ride where I've not actually gone anywhere now just pops up on my Strava segments. On my Strava, sorry. So for those of us that do use Strava, that's quite a useful tool for you. I can't think of anything else I'd want to cover. The only thing that I do think maybe could be better, and this might be just me that hasn't necessarily fully embedded myself in all technology behind it, but if I want to take someone else's GPX file off Strava I need to use a Mac or a PC to do it. I've not worked out how to do that, say, on a phone yet, and then from the phone be able to put it onto here. So I still need to plug this into a PC and drag and drop the GPX into a folder on the Garmin itself. I don't know if you can just send things via the phone. I know there's an app for Garmin on here, which I have got. I never really use because it just links stuff to Strava straight away anyway, so for me the Garmin app serves no purpose. But I think with some devices you can just go on to get a GPX on your phone and just send it to your device. With this, I'm not sure you can do that, and if you can, I've not worked out how to do it myself. But to be honest, I've never been anywhere I've been in a situation where I've been like, oh no, I haven't got any files on my phone, because you plan it out first, you work out where you're going to go, where you're going to ride, and normally for me, I have a look at the files first, which is normally the reason why I go to the place where I want to ride, because I've downloaded some interesting routes that I want to go and do. So that's my take on it. Would I give this 10 out of 10? I absolutely would, and I meant what I said. If I lost this, which I never tend to do, because even when I have smashed it off my handlebars, it stays on because of this elasticated band thing, I would go out and buy another one almost straight away. So that's my take on it. I hope it's been a useful review for you. I mean, I really have no negatives. The only thing I've possibly got, in addition to the not being able to upload, is on the back. You've got a little twisty thing that clips in. The clip itself that it comes with, I put on my handlebars, maybe because I smashed it off a few times, did not tend to click in as decisively as it did to start with. It wasn't as direct, it wasn't like a solid click. I bought a couple of these from Planet X on one. I think they're £2 each. So I've got a spare. I've got a couple set up on all my. I've got one set up on all my bikes. That and this actually stayed perfect. It's the mount that it clicks into that's broken. So for me, solid bit of kit. I don't know what it is you'd get that would be better than this. If there is something, I'd love to test it and find out. But that's my take on it. All right, thanks.